Hey guys, I'm Chef D-Max. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're gonna make a drink today. It's been like a little bit stormy and rainy out lately, so I was thinking, man, I really could use some chai tea. So if you like chai tea, stick with me. Click subscribe if you're not doing that already. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video and ring that bell, and I'll tell you what's going on in the future. So, see you back soon with some chai tea. Hey guys, all right, we're back here in the kitchen. We're gonna make a quick chai tea. I know a lot of you go to the coffee shops and stuff and you just get the chai tea and everybody has it. It's just like a chai tea flavored packet. It's never the real thing. Having real chai, and chai means tea. So it's chai tea is really tea. So it's really just chai. So what I'm making today is more of a masala chai, which means spiced tea. And this tea that we're going to make, it's like what we call like milk tea. You see milk tea is really popular right now, especially with the boba craze and all that. But the most amazing chai that I've ever had is really always been made with whole milk. But I'm always kind of watching the amount of dairy intake I have because I'm always eating, right? And so I'm going to use actually an oat milk today. That doesn't mean you have to use oat milk. This is going to be amazing if you use just whole milk. But let's do this. I'm going to measure it out rather than just do it like that. So I have 1 cup. I think I'm going to make a little bit extra because you can keep the extra after it's been strained and then drink it cold or rewarm it. So I'm making it right now. I might as well make enough. So I've got 4 cups there. That's 1 quart container or 1 quart of milk. Or I'm using oat milk. You could use almond milk too. I wouldn't use, well, you know what? You could use a vanilla flavored one and you could use a sweetened one if you want, if you really like things sweet. I don't necessarily like it like that. So this is what I'm going to do it like this, is just take this, this milk. And what you're going to do, the difference is like normal teas, right? A lot of recipes you'll see, well, they'll make the tea, they'll make water and they'll put the spices in and they'll add the milk later. But I don't like that. It's really nice when you cook the milk, all of this together. So first what we're going to do is the tea is going to go last, all right? So right now we're going to start the spices with this milk cooking and let that infuse together. So one of the things that I want to have here is some black pepper. So in the black pepper, I'm going to try to measure this out for you how much I think it needs. So you're going to need 1 teaspoon of black pepper. So I'm going to actually grate it on my mill here so I don't I really want it to be specific for you guys so you guys know exactly. So if you have peppercorns, you could this is a great spot to use. I know everybody goes to these markets and you go to, and you buy your little mortar and pestle, right, to grind your stuff, and then you never know what you're using on. It ends up being an ornament where you keep your keys in it at home. So go pull that thing out. Put your keys on the bed and pull that mortar and pestle out. Get your little mortar and pestle, put some peppercorns in there and grind them up like this. And what we're going to do is put that black pepper in there. Now, the black pepper is going to make this spicy, right? And that's why this is a masala. It's a spicy chai tea. It's really nice like this. Clove. I'll probably just use for this amount, probably 4 cloves. Okay, that one's a little tiny misfit one right here. So I'm just going to use those 4. And what I want to do is, just hit it with the back of my knife, or you can just chop at it like this. Oh shoot, I just lost a little chunk. So I'm going to need a little bit more. Okay. You don't want too much clove because clove is definitely a very overwhelming spice, right? So you guys know that. So it's numbing even, right? You can put ground clove on your gum if you have like a toothache, and it actually numbs you. So you can imagine what it's doing to your palate. So if you have too much of it, it's too much. So, but just the right amount is perfect. So I'm going to put that in there as well. Okay, cardamom. Cardamom's another one. Whoops. So with cardamom, you've got green cardamom here, and I'll show you what this looks like. That's cardamom. It comes in the seed like this, but inside those seeds, I'm going to take like four cardamom seeds out too. So 4 cardamom. It's very powerful, again, just like clove. And I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to try to spray everywhere because there's little seeds in there, right? And those little seeds. Now this, like I said, if you had a mortar and pestle and you you put all of this in the mortar and pestle and grind it up in there, that's the best way to do it. Now, with the cinnamon, same thing. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon. So 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, okay? And then I'm going to do, actually, I'm not going to add my sugar in yet. Now, star anise is something that I like putting in there. It's got star anise. A lot of times you guys don't use it at home, so you might not have it. So you can leave this out, that's fine. And you'd see a lot of recipes, you know, for Indian, they wouldn't have it. Sometimes they do like it. Certain parts of India would put fennel in that same flavor, the star anise, or this star anise flavor. So with that, I'm just going to take probably a ½ teaspoon of star anise powder, and I'm going to grind this up in here like this. And this is going to give us that anise flavor. So you got anise flavor, cinnamon flavor, clove flavor. You've got black pepper, right? Spicy flavor. There's just a ton of different spices going on. Then next, we're going to do ginger. So here we've got ginger. This is about 2½ inches probably. So I'm going to do 1 inch of ginger. So 1 inch of ginger, when you see a recipe that says calls for 1 inch of ginger, this is 1 inch of ginger. So you got 1 inch of ginger, and then you can take it like this and just peel the skin off of that with a spoon. You see how I'm doing that? Super easy, right? And you just keep pulling like that until you get your skin off and it's nice and clean ginger. Now what I use is the same place you would get a molcajete. They have these ceramic plates with the little knobbies on there, and what you do is you just set that down and you rub it on top of this like that. So you guys can see this as I rub it on there. What does it do? It takes all of this ginger and makes it a little pulp. Now we don't need to do this because, you know, some people will just slice this and put it in whole. Are like in slices. The only problem is within slices, it takes a little bit longer to cook it down to get the real strong flavor of the ginger. Now to me, ginger should be the spice in this. We don't put chilies in it. We don't put any hot chili in there. Some people like that. Some people in their chai like a little bit of chili powder in it, or like a cayenne style powder, or like that style chili. But if this ginger, a lot of ginger in this is going to give us not only a healthy tea to drink, but it's also going to give us a super spicy drink as well. So then I just put the whole ginger in there. I wasn't grating it. So you get this cool little brush that goes with it. Isn't that cute? I can just brush it off into there. I love that thing. Even if I don't need it, I still like to use it. So anyway, this is basically how we start this tea. So this tea you would take with your milk, whatever milk you chose to use, right? And you're just going to whisk that up, and we're going to put this on the stovetop. So I'm going to put this on the stovetop. I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then we'll come back and we're going to add our tea, okay? So I'll see you in a second. Okay, you guys, here's my tea. You can see it. It's simmering away pretty strong, right? And then I want to just keep whisking it. I don't want it to kind of blow up and kind of spill everywhere. So you just kind of whisk it up like that, let it like simmer down. And then at this point, we're going to add in our tea, because we've let this simmer for like 2 or 3 minutes to get all the spices together. You can see the nice golden brown that it's turning, right? And then right now I'm going to do some coconut sugar. So I've got coconut sugar here, and I've got a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar in there, and I'm going to whisk that in. Now you could use brown sugar if you don't have coconut sugar. That's what my suggestion would be. You can use white sugar if you want, or raw sugar. You could use honey probably. If you want to use honey, sure. Just remember, if you used an almond milk or an alternate milk that has sugar in it, make sure it's not too sweet. Now I have loose leaf right here. I've got loose leaf black tea, and I've got 2 teaspoons for this batch. So I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of loose black tea. Now I'm just going to whisk that in. Now, like you guys know, right, when you cook tea, you don't cook it too long because it becomes bitter. So I'm going to let this cook now for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and I'm going to let it, then I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to let it sit for another 4 to 5 minutes. So it's like a 7-minute total steeping time with the tea, and then we're going to strain it. So I'll see you back in a second. Hey guys, we're back with our tea. Now, we added on the stovetop, you're adding your tea and you're adding your sugar at that point. Because remember, the tea, you don't want to cook it too long, because then it becomes a little bit bitter in this if you've cooked the tea way too long, right? So tea, just like you cook tea and usually steep it for what, 5 minutes maybe, and that's it. And then it's done, 5 to 6 minutes. So with this, what we did was we wanted to cook the milk. So whether you're using whole milk or oat milk or almond milk, whatever you're using for milk, cook that for probably 4 to 5 minutes with all the spices in there simmering. Okay, so once you've done that and cooked that in there, then you add in your sugar and your tea and you do another 5 minutes and you're done. So right now this tea is looking beautiful here. You can see it's nice golden color, light brownish color. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually blend it, but I don't want to blend the spices in there because I don't want the spice flavor. You don't need to do this. You just need a little strainer, right? And you need to take your tea, and we'll do it in batches like this. So I'm going to take my tea, and I've strained it of all of the tea and the big chunks of ginger and any weird pieces of spice we got. So we have this beautiful hot chai like this, and I'm just going to put my lid on this. I'm going to blend this. I'll be right back. Okay, why did I do that? I'm back from blending it. I'm going to, remember, let the steam out first, right? Boom. Now you can pull it off. Now, the reason I do that is because when you watch these guys in India doing their chai tea, they have one kind of bowl in one spot and they have a pour pitcher in another, and they just, you ever see them go back and forth in these big like movements? What they're doing is just aerating, and that's all I did with blend this, is I aerated it. So when I pour it in here now, the drink looks just, and I'm not good. I mean, I'm pouring it like that. These guys pour it. You've seen that. If you haven't seen them, check it out online because it's really cool. And what it does, you see how it gives it this beautiful latte look? You've got a nice chai masala with a nice foam on top. And man, wow, what a beautiful drink. So let's try it. Cheers. Oh, the sweetness, the spice surrounded by that makes this the perfect drink. Make this for your kids, make it for your friends, make it for your loved ones, whoever you make it for yourself. It's going to be amazing. So try it out. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you back soon. I'm Chef Dean Max.